The PEI, Parque Estadual Intervales, is an environmental resource of incalculable value as part of the largest remaining area of Atlantic forest in Brazil. This project aims to boost tourism and exploit its great potential, prioritizing environmental sustainability, low-impact projects, promotion of scientific knowledge, contribution to the local and regional economy, and maximization of the number of visitors. We have developed a holistic approach with two programs that complement each other. First of all, we want to turn the PEI into a reference of ecotourism. Secondly, we propose the creation of a research center. Regarding the ecotourism initiative, we propose exploration of partnerships with private companies in the hotelier and tourism sector, specifically in 5 areas. First initiative suggested is the construction of an adventure park. These leisure parks have a minimum environmental impact. They are based on the construction of platforms in the trees connected by cables, wood and ropes to form bridges. These parks offer activities such as ziplining, abseiling, or archery. Secondly, the park could enter contracts to offer activities such as kayaking, rowboats in the lake, rock climbing, rappelling, waterfall abseiling, or mountain biking. Our third initiative is the construction of sponsored learning spaces. We have followed the design of Smart Ecology Park in Mumbai, India, which has carried out a similar initiative with great success. SMART offers multiple areas such as an activity center, playgrounds, or an organic garden. These areas would be mainly aimed at children to educate them in environmental issues. These spaces would be sponsored by firms that advertise themselves as being committed to protecting the environment, such as Natura, an eco-friendly cosmetics company leader in Brazil. Our fourth initiative concerns eco-lodges. While PEI is home of the most developed infrastructure of all of São Paulo's state parks, increased traffic through ecotourism will require additional investment into its pre-existing facilities. To be more specific, it would be interesting to remodel the current accommodation services to suit the demands of ecotourism, for example, following the model of those located in the Amazon jungle. Last initiative involves contracts with tour operators. They can offer tour packages, including services such as guided tours to the identified touristic attractions, and they would serve as a connector between all the services offered by the park, hiring local guides and partnering with the lodging facilities and the adventure activities companies. This idea has proved to be of great success in the Manu National Park in Peru, even though in that case tourism companies operated through a licensing process and not a concession. About the contract model, in order to diversify the risks, contracts could take the form of multiple shared concessions, concessões comuns. Companies build the necessary infrastructures in return for future profits derived from operating the services. They don't create economic obligations for the government. Therefore, each of the services would be contracted with a different enterprise while facilitating the dialogue between them for the establishment of mutual agreements. The design of the public bid could include requirements such as sustainability, environmental impact, in certain circumstances requirement of hiring locals, which is especially relevant in the case of the hiking guides, and it could prioritize local, regional, and national concessions in that order. So, besides the ecotourism initiative, the PEI could start a research center dedicated to birds since the area is especially rich in bird species. The first step would be establishing research stations, we have called them pods, dedicated to the research of birds in their natural habitats. The pods would include photographic and video instruments designed to record visual data on birds in their natural habitat. The materials used to construct the pods would be natural and biodegradable. The design to build the pods would be without prioritizing local businesses. Each pod would be affixed to a large tree and installed at an elevation on the tree intended to monitor and collect data on birds. Second step, lease agreements. The pods would be made available to lease from the park. The lease agreement would be between the park and a research university or another investigation center for up to 1 year. As a condition, the lessee would share their research findings from the pods with the Avian Research Center, and the benefits generated by the lease would be made available to fund the research center itself. Through agreements with their home institutions, those researchers could visit the park for a period of time. The PEI would be a place for research, and the center would be established adjacent to the existing tourist center and available to tourists during regular park hours. The center would then showcase scientific findings generated from the pods, and it could even provide basic birdwatching instruments such as telescopes to tourists during park hours for a fully refundable deposit once the equipment has been returned to the center. Lastly, we would like to emphasize the synergies created between these two projects. They are designed to complement each other. In case that the private concessions generate revenue for the government, such profits could be dedicated to finance conservational studies. Additionally, the research center could provide birdwatching tours to visitors in agreement with tour operators. Finally, in order to preserve intact the ecosystem, consideration could be given to the possibility of dividing the park in a recreational area and a research area, as it was established in the Manu National Park. We believe that with this project, the PEI can become a reference for ecotourism and research.